In our globalized era, we are able to learn from many different cultures, and because of that, we are able to choose the aspects we connect the most with and build our own way of seeing the world. Religion has become something very relative, depending on who you would ask. For many, it's loaded with a lot of negativity and seen as something that is evil and dark. Religion is often related to the Dark Age, a term for the early Middle Ages, or occasionally the entire Middle Ages, in the Western Europe after the fall of the Western Roman Empire, that characterizes it as marked by economic, intellectual, and cultural decline. It was an era where corruption was deeply rooted in the Catholic Church, and many tyrants used the name of God and the religion to impose their will and cause many atrocities. Now we put all kinds of spiritual beliefs or cultures into the bag of religion. But what many doesn't know is that the concept was invented recently in the English language and it's found texts from the 19th century, due to the events such as the splitting of the Christendom during the Protestant Reformation and the globalization in the Age of Exploration, which involved contact with numerous foreign cultures with non-European languages. Some argue that regardless of its definition, we should not apply the term religion to non-Western cultures, while some followers of various faiths rebuke using the word to describe their own belief system. As Mahatma Gandhi said, God has no religion. The misunderstanding of religion has led a big part of the society to reject its beliefs and even judge and criticize those who follow them. This will make people repress their spiritual side, and as the Catholic Church caused at the Dark Age for knowledge and science, it would be a big mistake if we did the same with spirituality and the exploration of our consciousness. There are many different understandings of what religion is. Not all religions are centered on a belief in a god, gods, or supernatural forces. The famed psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud described religion as a form of wish fulfillment. However, modern psychology recognizes that religion can play an important role in an individual's life and experiences and can even improve health and well-being. In fact, studies have shown that religion can help people develop healthy habits, regulate their behaviors, and understand their emotions, all factors that can affect your health. Back then, people lived in a completely different dimension or reality than ours. They had a different language and ways to express themselves. Time was not the same. They didn't have all those different machines and devices that made everything go extremely fast. Now we get more information in one day than what a highly educated person would in his entire life. So understanding of the world was completely different. Their priorities in life were different, and something meaningless for us was extremely important for their survival. Prophets like Jesus were highly intelligent and wise people that maybe had found a way of living that gave them inner peace, pushed them to become the best version of themselves, and be good to others and their surroundings. Maybe the best way for them to express and transfer this knowledge to the masses was through myths and stories about gods and angels, higher powers that ruled the laws of reality, and demons that punished those who did not follow the path. I wonder sometimes if Jesus would laugh at us when we think of God as some dude up in the clouds, judging and punishing all humanity. These beliefs were a guide for those who were lost in life, to be good to one another. It helped society to work better and prevented people from getting lost in negative and harmful behavior that not just harmed themselves, but others too. Many spiritual beliefs show how to have more positive thinking toward ourselves and others, how to have better health habits, such as fasting, and hygiene was also transmitted in times where bacteria infections would be a big cause of death. Back then, people would have never understood how dopamine levels in our brains work, or how invisible bacteria would spread from hand to hand, so they needed another explanation. In current times, many feel disconnected from the world and one another. Individualism and the narcissism cause society to be incapable of empathizing with others and the world we live in. The belief of life ending after death and not continuing can make people have no more meaning for their actions than to pleasure and self-benefit. Even when we have every need to be alive, people have the feeling of desperately surviving instead of living, carrying a big anxiety with them. Religion and other beliefs can lead to people to find meaning in life and their actions. Sometimes, when something makes us be a better version of ourselves and become a good person to others and our surroundings, truth doesn't matter. What matters is the belief that is pushing us to become that, and we need to follow it to see how great we can become.